Yeah. Oh, you know what? I wanted to do something a little different. Could we get a word with Colette? I'll have to do an interview with just her at some point, but just a little shout out, or would she get carried away?
Let me go ahead and ask her. Hey, Colette, would you like to talk to the Jew right now? Well, this is going to be part of it. A little mini one, per se.
A little, yeah, part of the interview.
I don't know if you heard that or not, but...
No, I didn't.
Yeah, she might say it now in the interview. Let's hope she keeps it clean.
Yeah, just tell her. You know, keep it PG-13 or something like that.
Keep it PG, no language. And no yelling. You got a reputation to protect.
Yes.
Hey, we build up your reputation, you knock it down. That's what it seems to be.
Yeah.
As in the whole team? Alright, here she comes now, Jew. I'll pass her off to her. I have to take my baby blue shell.
Oh, okay. Well, say goodbye, viewers, and
only for I guess only for a few minutes though. All right.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, nowhere, because then we gotta wrap it up anyway. So, all right, here you go.
Yeah, just for a little bit.
Hello.
Yes. Oh, and fans, I want to introduce to you Colette's wife. Colette.
Colette's wife?
or Cole's wife. I'm so stupid. I meant Cole's wife.
Yes.
Colette.
At your service. Don't take that literally, because I ain't going to serve any of you.
This is just going to be a little mini thing until Cole gets back, and then we'll wrap it up. Because it was really his interview, but we should do an interview like between me and you. Time in the future.
Just not 2 hours long. That's all.
Just not 2 hours long. Okay.
Yeah, because I got to take care of my baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my little boy. Or blue shell is what some people calls it.
Blue shell?
Yeah, blue shell. It growed us. What does she have, boy or girl? Because I was going to say a baby blue Yoshi, but Groda said, well, she's pink Yoshi and she's famous for the blue shell, so why not? She had a blue shell. Apparently, even though the whole crew thinks that I got a few, I even get blamed for throwing the blue shells that I'm not even take part into the
Mario Kart.
Yeah, the Mario Kart. Into the games. Like I don't know how many times I come into the bedroom and my husband is into the living room trying to play Mario Kart, and he was doing fine in first place until I comes out, and then he starts getting blue shells.
Yes, we talked about that at nauseam, how you would almost always have a blue shell, and that you always seem to have the blue shell every time that he's in first place, more or less.
Well, I overheard you guys talking about wrestling, but I mentioned to my husband and mentioned to you that not many people knew this, but I actually was in wrestling when I was younger in high school.
Oh, we'll have to go into more detail in that when we do your interviews. This is just a little mini one.
Yeah, and of course you found out what my second little course was, because everyone who know me know that I did nursing as well. But when I met Matthew, Cole, I should say, I did office administration.
Hey, who's Matthew?
Cole, I said.
Who's Matt?
Cole.
Cole. Yeah, Cole. Yeah, he's a really awesome guy, and I'm trying to keep this little part short because again, we don't want to spoil everything too soon.
No. Nope. But I've been sick for a little while. But with the preeclampsia and everything, there was to the point I didn't realize how sick I was with the pregnancy. That Saturday, that when we recorded that little Yoshi special and everything, like that last special, that was New Year's Eve. And that was like on Thursday, and that Saturday we hung out again, and then that Monday that Monday evening was when I had to get the baby out. Well, I was induced like early Monday morning, January 5th. So I was due the end of January.
Wow. It's cool.
Well, they said that I was getting sicker, and I was 36 weeks in 2 days. So, and the doctor said, "Yeah, you're getting too toxic. It's like my blood pressure went up to 170 and like 180 over 105, 106, and we don't, and we didn't really like the lower number, like the on the bottom and stuff, because even though it was both numbers were high, but the bottom number when you're pregnant is what they worry about even more. And it was to the one point that when I came home that Friday after that in the evening and everything, I was okay, but my blood pressure on the lower number was like over, it was like 90s and somewhere in the 90s, and they were a little iffy about it, so they sent the community health nurse that morning, like Saturday morning, and to keep an eye on me. And of course she told me I had to go to the hospital or get checked out because because they probably released me too soon. Yeah, because it was 150 or something like that over 100 and 102, and she, and I didn't realize that it was going to be even worse. And in here that Sunday afternoon, got the shower, and I ended up losing my balance and everything and stuff. And yeah, and I checked my blood pressure, and it was 177 over 109. I was like, wow. Because I never have any trouble with my blood pressure, but I guess that came with the preeclampsia, and it was still hanging on, still lingering on after 6 weeks. So, wasn't even after 6 weeks, but apparently sometimes it lingers around. I thought once I had the baby, I'll go back to normal, but sometimes blood pressure doesn't go back to normal like that, right away, because of the hormones and everything.
Well, I guess I was going to say.
Well, when that Sunday night when I went to the hospital, I went there at 5:30 in the evening, and I was in the hospital. Well, I was into the emergency. Like soon as they checked my vital signs, like my blood pressure, it was like I said, "What was it?" And the nurses were like, "What?" Like it took 3 or 4 of them to do both electronic and the manual blood pressure, because they could not believe what my blood pressure was. It was like 228 over 120, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it was.
So they said, yeah. So they grabbed even though it was a short little walk, they didn't even allow me to stand up. They put me into a wheelchair. They said, here. They said, you are not going anywhere, and they put me right into the trauma type room and everything. And it took like 6 or 7 hours and a lot of blood pressure meds to go in through my IV port and everything, just to get it down just high, low enough, and it was still high, but it was just bring it down, low to the point that, but really high, but at least it's it was like down to 170 or something like that. Even though it was still high, but it was high enough, it wasn't too high that I couldn't, because I was being admitted in hospital, because they told me, they said, yeah, you're going to be back to being admitted in hospital, and I was there for another week.
Well, I'm glad that I was going to say I'm glad that you're feeling better, but I think I was going to say I don't think no disrespect to you, but I'm pretty sure the fans were not expecting to hear medical stuff.
I don't care.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm glad that you're doing all right.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get you on to get a couple of words, and then end the interview, because it is kind of going on a little bit long.
Yeah, I noticed. I called you and my husband windbags. Not that I can talk. I said I can talk. I said, my God, I said, you guys are windbags.
What?
I was like, talking about the gift of gab. I thought I have a long tongue, and I can actually stick my tongue out and touch my nose with it.
No, I can't do it.
I could.
What are you, Gene? What are you, Gene Simmons or something?
Yeah, people they poke fun at me with that one too, because it's a cute little party trick. Some people find it gross, but the guys find it really funny, like find it awesome. But then again, I'm more of a tomboy type thing, somewhat. I can be a tomboy when I want to be, like, you know, when I was in wrestling, but then again, around the same time, I was also doing cheerleading and I was also doing like in the choir and music, because I've always been around music and singing all my life. I've been in.
Yeah, and that's. I was going to say we'll have to get into more detail about that when we do our actual interview, because, like I said, I don't want to spoil too much too soon.
No, you got to leave something to the mystery, I suppose. Little.
So that should be a little. What is it? A little preview for next time.
Yeah, and don't worry, I'm not going to be talking about any medical stuff, or try not to, but that's just the nursing into me, so you have to forgive me if I accidentally make someone's lunch come up.
Yes, and where's Cole?
He's on the couch with my little boy.
Oh.
He's gorgeous. He's getting big because now he's over 8 pounds. He's 2 months old and he's over 8 pounds. God love him. He's a gift from God, I must say.
Yeah, he is. As I mentioned to Cole, he's one of God's most beautiful
I think he has. I think he picked up my special gift, because apparently he keeps looking over people's shoulders, like certain shoulders. Like he looks over my left shoulder, and I think he probably seen my grandmother, or my husband's grandfather. Yeah, and and I think, and he probably seen probably one of maybe Saint Therese or something, because she's the angel of children and everything too, like, and stuff.
Saint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she and fellas or viewers, I'm just gonna say, Colette is a very, very, very spiritual person, and and that's something we'll talk more in depth about a little bit.
Well, let's just say that I have a strong gift, to the point that a lot of people, actually everyone that I just read, like, into a soul reading for some weird reason, they come to my husband and said that I freaked them out because I was spot right on, and they're like, how the heck did she know this? I was like, well, God gave me a gift and I had to share it.
Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit more about that when we do our actual interview, but that's just a little taste of what to expect from Colette.
Expect everything, because I'm so random.
Yes,
as random as Banga and his little tangents that he goes on. Like, one day he was talking about bowel movements, I'm like, what the? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's something that, well, I guess I might talk to the actual Banga about that if I ever do get a chance to, but enough about that. The only thing is, I just wanted to get you on so that way, just so you can say hello to the fans, as far as my toads and toadettes. Well, those are my fans anyway, but anything you want to say to the fans?
I don't know, do they like jokes?
Oh, they like jokes. I mean,
depends what type of jokes
I would think
like,
they would.
You know?
Well, in fact, I'll give you 3 jokes and then get Cole back on and close off the interview, because again, I don't want it to be too long.
How about I tell a joke or so? Because I'm pretty good at telling jokes. I don't know if people will find these funny, but I'm pretty usually humorous. For example, a woman posts an ad in the newspaper that looks like this: looking for a man with these qualifications. Won't beat me up. Won't run away from me. Is great in bed. She got lots of phone calls replying to her ad, but met someone perfect at her door one day. Okay?
Yeah.
I had it written down here because I had so many jokes that, you know. Anyway, okay. One day, the man she met said, "Hi, I'm Bob. I have no arms, so I won't beat you up, and no legs, so I won't run away." So the lady says, "What makes you think you're a great bed?" Bob replies, "I rang the doorbell, didn't I?"
Oh, what? Oh, God.
What?
I mean, but he took it literally, though.
Exactly. Okay, well, 2 boys go into a forest and walk around. Suddenly they see a naked woman. Then one of the boys run away. The other chases after him. The boy asked, "Why did you run away?" The other said, "My mom told me if I saw a naked woman, I turned to stone. I already felt something getting hard."
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay, let's not go too far.
Okay, well,
it's fine.
Well, what do tight pants and a cheap motel have in common?
Okay, what do tight pants and a cheap motel have in common?
Yeah.
Um, it's uptight. I don't
No
know.
ballroom. You don't get it?
Wait.
No
What?
ballroom.
No ball.
No ballroom.
Ballroom?
Yeah.
No ball. Oh, what? I get it now. You are so bad. And folks, this is just a little taste of what to expect.
What?
For our one-on-one interview for real.
Okay, well, here's a cute one more before we go. A cop on a horse says to a little girl on the bike, hold on, I'll restart the joke, okay? Cop on a horse says to the little girl on the bike, "Did Santa get you that?" "Yes," she replied. "Well, tell him to put a reflector on it next year," and fines her $5. The little girl looks up at the cop and says, "Nice horse you got there. Did Santa bring you that?" The cop chuckles and replies, "He sure did." "Well," says the little girl, next year tell Santa that the dick goes under the horse, not on top of it."
What? That's not a cute joke. I mean, that's just...
It's not like it's funny. It's because she's telling him off. I mean,
Oh,
I always
God.
did the same thing. Oh, trust me, I have lots of stuff like limericks and everything. Like some of the limericks are like to the point it's disgusting. Like I had a 95-year-old resident tell me a joke, and like you think that the older ladies would be a little, discreet, but no, they don't. Some of them don't.
Oh my God!
For example, one of them came up and said, "Hey, you like jokes?" And I said, "Yeah, I do actually." And she said, "How do you recycle a condom?" I was like, "How?" She said, "Turn it inside out, shake the fuck out of it." I was like, "What?"
Oh,
I was like, "Gross." I was like, "Oh my God, a 95-year-old little resident, this 95-year-old woman, and she just a sweet little lady, and just telling all kinds of funny jokes."
Oh, wow.
I was like, wow. I was like, I can have a joke battle with her. I got jokes for everything. Limericks, little Johnny jokes, really dirty jokes.
Which we'll get into more of that when we do our interview. But sadly, I am running out of time. So,
and then we had to get something to eat because we had to pick up Ryan, one of the other crew members here, and with us. Yeah. So we can go in and have a little bit of fun.
Oh yeah. Well, have fun then.
Oh yeah.
So, thank you for joining us on this little video. Yeah. I just wanted to add you on for entertainment purposes.
Oh, thanks.
But
What? And well, I can understand how boring my husband could be sometimes.
Oh no.
Oh, I have to tell you something, Jewbear. And yes, I'm gonna have to call you Jewbear, because that's I'm the only one. Anyone else that calls you Jewbear can get smacked in the face. But apparently I downloaded on my phone the voice app, and see how many chairs I can get turned around. My husband made a bet, and he said that I could get 4 chairs, and I don't believe him, so he said, "You do it." And I did it, and within the first sentence that I sung, I ended up getting a chair, and then by the end of the first chorus, I ended up getting 3 chairs. And then I got the 4th one after the second verse. So I was like, oh, and my husband's like, "See?" I'm like, "Yeah, but," and it happens to every song. I'm like, "Okay, fine." I was like, "Okay, fine, you win, but I think that's different than being actually on The Voice. But if
Yeah,
it
that
comes to
is true.
Canada,
And
I'm getting my ass dragged. And my husband's going to have help because a lot of people think that I should. That, I
oh
was like,
wow,
yeah.
that you should be on The Voice.
Yeah. I was like, do you know what those singers are like? I was like, do you know? I was like, do you hear some of those singers? Like, man. They got The Voice for a reason,
Yeah. Well,
But, and it's like, yeah.
thank you for sharing the story.
Yeah, and the funny little jokes and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna try my best to get into the LP. And like I told my husband that I don't like emulators. I rather use the original consoles.
Yeah.
And so I got the Nintendo 64 and I got the PS3, and I actually could play Mortal Kombat, and I got my WCW NWO Revenge. You want to see a happy woman do that? Oh yeah, because I like using Rey Mysterio Jr., but I use La Parka a lot, or La Parka, or however it is, and Hanzo Man, or the character Hanzo Man. He's like a ninja type thing. Yeah. Well, I do karate and everything, and apparently I did it a lot during my pregnancy, even before I found out I got pregnant, because my baby, like Nathan, every now and then he's always doing the ninja type stuff, like little karate, like with his hands and his face, like a ninja baby. Oh yeah, and he does the little kicks too. Wah! And then the little kicks. And I mean, he did a lot of moving around in my stomach, but this little one, he moves around a lot. I was like, yeah, he's gonna be bouncy baby boy, and he's and he's so darn cute. Oh God, he's gorgeous.
Thank you very much. Okay, but now I gotta get
honey.
Cole on.
Boy,
so, I'm sorry, but
you gotta get Cole on. Why can't you just leave him alone now?
just so we can say goodbye and
okay, well, how about I tell him that you said goodbye to him?
What was that?
How about I tell him to say that you're saying goodbye to him? Okay, anyway, I'll let you go there now.
All right.
Okay.
See you later.
Well, God bless anyway.
Oh, you too.
Okay, honey. Bye.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we're back.
Oh, thank you for a little taste of Colette, which is a little teaser as to our next interview. But Cole, thank you for being on the show.
All right, that's no problem.
So, how do you feel, having finally done it?
Oh, I feel good. Yeah, in case you didn't call it, yeah, I feel with my hands. Well, yeah, but
Oh. Well, thank you for being on the show, and I just want to say thank you for just taking the time to do this.
All right, that's no problem. Anytime, Jew.
I'm glad to have made friends with you and Colette, and you have enriched my life in different ways. So I thank you for that.
Well, that's no problem.
Okay, so with that said, I might as well do the closing number, and that is Cole.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you. You're supposed to answer.
Same to you, Jew. I know. I want to do the right kind of moment here, right? Like.
Okay, so yeah, God bless you.
God bless you too.
Take good care of yourself and Colette and the new addition.
Oh, we will. We'll take care of each other.
Oh, that's all I could ever ask for.
I plan on doing that tonight when she throws a blue shell at me, so.
Yeah, I would imagine that. And let's see. Oh yeah, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
Yes, and you too. Of course, now we will have. I'm sure that you and I and the rest of the crew will have co-ops together. So.
I hope so too. Who knows? Hopefully by then, my it'll be summer, and by then I should be free, if at all. I don't
Especially
know.
if you have a copy of Mario Party 8 or Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8. Yeah, I should. Hopefully, I do get that by then because I haven't had a chance to get it because, well, even when I have, it's just
Yeah, if you get it and get all the DLC for it, you'll have every character that they made for it, including Link.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I would think so too.
Yeah, he's DLC. He's in the first pack DLC.
Yeah, I would like to play as Link, but I don't think anybody. Well, there is a certain person who is a big fan of Link, and I'm pretty sure you know who she is.
Yeah, via Vanille.
Yeah, very. Oh my God, she can't get enough of him, sadly. But
maybe she should check out my Let's Play of Minish Cap that I'm doing now.
Perhaps.
Well,
anyway, thank you for being on, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
Thanks for having me, and same to you too.
Okay. But for everybody else, this is TehJew22 and
Cole, signing off.
All right. Well, until next time, whether it's Colette or somebody else, it depends who gets to me first. But whoever it is, stay tuned by then. Or excuse me, stay tuned by then. Until then, TehJew22 out. All right.